All right, highlight today was an iceberg. It's a green line. If it's a red line, it's a sell iceberg. If it's a green line, it's a buy iceberg. What was really good and unique and timely about this one is that look at how many was done, 2,155. Why is that unique? Because the CME only allows orders of up to 3,000. You could put multiple 3,000 lot orders, but when icebergs are put in, there's always a max. We've never seen one above 3,000. So when we got 2,100, we know that he's almost done. He's either going to round it off to 2,500 or 3,000, but either way, there's not much left. Generally, you get too many longs leaning on this order. Once it goes, it goes. So this is a good breakout type trade because you know that you're close to the finish line. You know you're close to, you know, polishing it all off. What this becomes are, so let's put this like in a housing market example. If there's a bunch of people selling houses and they're running out of buyers, they're running out of people, and they got maybe the last buyer to sell it to, they're going to run to try to sell it because they don't know where the next buying might come from. And that's the same thing in here. When there's that last buyer, sellers get nervous, and the ones that don't get it, once it's gone, have to chase it lower. All right. So you watch the green OPP that we call it. I mean, when it gets green, when it pops green, this number gets bigger. That means you get longs leaning on this big order. Like I said, let me pause it. We know we're going to be close to 2,500 or 3,000. We know 3,000 is the maxed off bid in this case. We know we're going to get a breakout. And then you got to get short right into it. And you got to get out if it crosses back over it. This doesn't even come close crossing back over it. It shakes out. These are all sell stops. Longs that puke. That's why we make it green. Longs are puking. The thing is, though, price doesn't get back above here. It stays below it, which is even more indication of a market that's weak. When you puke off, when you exit and chase out a certain amount of longs because there's sellers and there's still more on the boat. It's like you toss a certain amount of people off the boat and it's still sinking. You gotta. There's more left, right? Then in our chaser tool, you've got in your chaser tool, you've got all this gray, and well, we've updated it where there's not a lot of bidders, but boy, there's a lot of offers. And so we play it, and so you can eat in all these bids. It's a better look at a profile of a dome because it adds people that are moving their orders, not just new orders. All right. So it stays below all these long pukes. It got through this iceberg, and now it is going in the direction that's very, very predictable.